Everybody, welcome to Tuesday. The S&P 500 was up almost 0.4% today. Kind of another up and down day. Not quite as bad as yesterday, but it got down as much as 1%. We had some manufacturing and jobs data that came out that was pretty soft, weaker than expected. Kind of drove the market down, but it's kind of rallied back up. Again, kind of like yesterday, it looks more like dip buying coming in as far as that goes. This is all in front of tomorrow, which is the day that they're going to be announcing, what's going to happen with these tariffs. They're not going to do that until after the market closes. So tomorrow can be kind of like today, another day where the market's kind of waiting to see what happens and what is actually transpiring and what's going to be said, and how the market might react to that. So, altogether here, things are still in this kind of mode. We get into this a lot where they're waiting for, Federal Reserve meeting or some number to come out or whatever it is. The market just kind of goes sideways until some of that information comes. But um, you know, the manufacturing data is interesting. It's kind of softening up. I've seen some reports, some guesses from the Fed and such on the gross domestic product for the first quarter. Looks like it could be negative. The article I read today talked about the gross domestic product being down 1.4%. So obviously, theoretically, the recession is defined by two negative gross domestic product quarters, but there's more to it than that. There's actually a group that figures that out. You find out quite a bit later after the recession started that it actually was a recession. But nonetheless, this, we'll have to digest those numbers when they actually come out. But there's these things that are out there, they're kind of coming, and yet the market is still kind of coming up here. Again, looking forward to some of the things that might be happening with tax cuts and those types of things. So anyway, not a bad day to be in the market altogether. I was green, pretty solidly across the board, led a little bit by tech, which is always a good leadership group, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, and we'll talk to you then. Thank you very much.